What's going on, guys? Dale7402 back with another episode of Ringside Republic. We're going to be going over your Raw and Smackdown live review. We're going to be going over the news thus far, and I will probably be doing a No Mercy preview and predictions video that will be up later today. This is going to go up Saturday. I'm recording it before I head into work here on Friday evening. We're going to be going over, like I said, your Raw and SmackDown review and any of the news that's going on thus far. We'll go over your No Mercy preview and predictions tomorrow, which both of these videos will be up tomorrow. Let me clarify that. This may be up tonight. I don't know. I might actually put this up tonight when I get in from work. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll put this up tonight when I get in from work, so this will be up tonight for you guys Friday night. No Mercy preview and predictions will be up Saturday, and then the No Mercy review will be up Sunday. So let's get right into it, guys. Raw from San Jose, California on September the 18th here. Kurt Angle kicks off Raw. Real quickly, The Miz interrupts Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle announces that there will be a fatal four-way for the IC title. And The Miz goes on to talk shit about Kurt Angle as a father. Jason Jordan comes out and threatens The Miz. Jordan wants Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel in the four-way, making it a six-pack challenge. Kurt backstage giving fatherly advice to Jason Jordan. This whole fucking thing that's going on with Jason Jordan and The Miz is boring to me. The Miz has done good. The Miz has done good with the IC title so far, but it's just getting boring. Bottom line is Jason Jordan's boring. The Miz is boring, and we've got the only person that would be exciting to see as the IC champion, which is Finn Balor, in a pointless feud with Bray Wyatt. So that's my thoughts on that. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Nia Jax wins. Sasha comes out. Nia makes her return, or Bayley makes her return. Excuse me. Sasha jumps Nia, and then Bayley makes her grand return, comes out, and Nia, Alexa, and Sasha Banks, or Bayley, Alexa, and Sasha Banks take out Nia Jax, and then Bayley and Sasha takes out Alexa Bliss. Sheamus and Cesaro versus Anderson and Gallows, a brawl between all of these teams, between Sheamus and Cesaro and Anderson and Gallows, and Rollins and Ambrose breaks out. And Kurt once again makes a triple threat tag team match between all of them, in which Sheamus and Cesaro steal the win. Very boring shit there. That's getting stale and old as well. Kurt and Goldust backstage. Goldust has no paint on, and Goldust says he wants another match with Bray Wyatt to show him just who Dustin Rhodes is. Kurt grants the match, and then we've got Kurt Hawkins in the ring and his 114 match losing streak versus Apollo Crews. When was the last time we even saw Kurt Hawkins have an entrance? I mean, who gives a fuck about Kurt Hawkins or Apollo Crews for that matter? Just another NXT call-up that WWE has squandered. Apollo Crews gets the win. Michael Cole interviews Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. Brock says he's at his best when he's backed into a corner, and Braun Strowman has done such. So, this is one of the feuds that I'm excited to see. Unfortunately, I know what the ending's probably going to be, which we will talk about tomorrow in your No Mercy preview and predictions. Out of nowhere, Bayley was added to the women's title match at No Mercy, making it a fatal five-way. So, nobody saw that coming, really. I don't know if it means that Bayley's going to win, or I doubt it very seriously, but just for no apparent reason whatsoever, no explanation that WWE has given anyone, Bayley's added to the Women's Championship match at No Mercy. Roman Reigns comes out and points out the fact that Cena's not there, just like The Rock wasn't there a few years ago when Cena and The Rock was having their feud. Cena's a movie star. Roman Reigns is going to be there all the time. And Roman cut a decent, I guess, promo on John Cena. I mean, it is what it is. It's not very important. In my opinion, anything that Roman Reigns says, who gives a fuck? Bray Wyatt versus Dustin Rhodes, actually. Bray got the win in this match, but you know, damn, Goldust looked good. Dustin Rhodes is a performer in that ring. He is a soldier, and he does a great job every time. I was very impressed with his in-ring performance. Even though Bray got the win, and it seems like all that Goldust is here for now is just an enhancement talent to enhance new superstars. But he's got talent. I would like to see Goldust with an actual run again, one more decent run as IC title or IC champion. I would rather see Goldust win the Intercontinental Championship than Jason Jordan. I mean, who gives a fuck about Jason Jordan? Finn Balor's on the screen and cuts a promo about Bray Wyatt and their pointless match at No Mercy. There was a real quick, guys. We lost a titan of the industry. Bobby Heenan passed away, and he was one of the, if not the most entertaining commentators that I've ever listened to. I personally remember my memories of Bobby Heenan were in WCW. And of course I remember him in WWE as well, but when I was first exposed to him, I guess you could say, was in WCW. When the Monday Night Wars were going on, I was actually a WCW guy. I was a Sting guy. I was a Goldberg guy. And, I remember Heenan being very entertaining and funny on the commentary team. And he will be missed. And WWE did a very beautiful tribute for him at this point in the night. And thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Enzo comes out, starts talking trash before he can even get through his promo or get down the ramp, for that matter. Braun Strowman bulldozed his ass and left him laying, threw him in the ring, and demolished him. Everyone fucking loved that shit. Neville versus Grand Metalik. Neville obviously wins. Neville, at one point in the match, he ripped Grand Metalik's mask off. I mean, you could see, very disrespectful to a luchador. You do not touch that mask. We've got the six-pack challenge for the number one contender to the IC title. We've got Elias versus Bo Dallas, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Jason Jordan, and Curtis Axel. Jason Jordan got the win. The Miz and the Entourage beat down Jason Jordan after the match. And the Miz grabs the mic and says, after No Mercy, Jason Jordan will still not only be a loser, but a bastard. WWE's they're treading the line. They're pushing the line a little bit further each time. I think they sent out. I don't know if you guys. I'm sure you guys are aware of this in the news that WWE had sent out a poll in which they asked the WWE universe what they would think about a TV-14 rating. I'd love it, in my opinion. I think it's a good idea. I'd love to see something like that. But I think what they're doing is they're going to do another network show in which will be rated TV-14. I don't think we're going to see Smackdown or Raw go in that direction anytime soon, unfortunately. But that's your Raw review. I give it a 3 out of 10 for a go-home show. It was shit. Complete and utter shit. Nothing exciting happened, and SmackDown was almost just as bad. Shane McMahon kicks off SmackDown, comes out and damns Kevin Owens to Hell in a Cell. He's very pissed about what KO did to Vince, and he cut a promo very quick, very to the point, basically calling him out and talking about the beating he's going to give him at Hell in a Cell. Aiden English versus Randy Orton, who gives a fuck. Randy Orton wins. Rusev comes out, demands a match. An impromptu match between Rusev and Randy Orton takes place, in which Rusev won within a few seconds. Stupid and pointless. Jinder Mahal, once again mocking Shinsuke Nakamura. Jinder called Nakamura Mr. Miyagi. Crowd chants of too far. This is another story that's going around right now that the WWE universe and people watching were very disappointed at the racial slurs directed towards Nakamura by Jinder Mahal. Um, I guess it is what Jinder has to do, is just basically make fun of him. Jinder is a terrible WWE champion. He is boring in the ring. He is boring on the mic. Please, just give Nakamura the title. It's too early, but I'd rather him have it than Mahal. Nakamura backstage says that Jinder won't be so funny at Hell in a Cell. AJ Styles in ring talking about Corbin. Decent promo. AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin in the U.S. Open Challenge. Ty Dillinger jumps Corbin, and before the match really even starts, so that match didn't even take place. Charlotte comes out and gives us a little bit of an update on her dad and thanks everyone for their thoughts and prayers. Natty interrupts her, comes out with a huge pic of herself. Charlotte challenges Natty for the title. This in turn brings out the whole fucking SmackDown Women's division. Natty, fucking Becky, Naomi, Charlotte, fucking Tamina. Everybody comes out, and Daniel Bryan comes out and makes a fatal four-way for the number one contender to the SmackDown Women's Championship. New Day versus the Hype Bros, New Day versus the Hype Bros. Usos on commentary. New Day win. Very boring. KO live via satellite apologizes and said that it was all Shane's fault. He apologizes to McMahon and the McMahon family and says that it's all Shane's fault. Shane led Kevin Owens to this. He also says that what he did to Vince will be nothing compared to what he does to Shane McMahon at Hell in a Cell. Probably the best promo of the night come from Kevin Owens. We've got more dumbass Dolph Ziggler and imitations. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, DX. Who gives a fuck? The number one contender match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Charlotte got the win. There you go. There's your SmackDown Live review. Another fucking shit show. I give it a 4 just to be generous. Actually, I don't know if I'd even give it a 4. I think Raw and SmackDown were both par for the course. A solid 3. Solid 3 from both SmackDown and Raw this week. On to the news, guys. Let's see what we've got so far. It is Friday. There's big news on Paige returning. It says Paige's return is being promoted like she is a free agent and could end up either on Raw or SmackDown Live. Paige has, obviously put pictures up of her at the Performance Center. WWE basically announced she's coming back soon. They're letting on like she's a free agent. I myself am never going to be able to look at Paige the same way again after watching her little butt plug pop out of her little butthole. Sorry, it's just never going to be the same for me. It says, don't be surprised if Charlotte wins the SmackDown Live Women's title at Hell in a Cell and gets a big babyface push now that she's back and has good will from the situation with her dad. Very, very likely I can see that happening. WWE is bringing back Starrcade. I don't get this. In my opinion, if they're bringing it back, it should be a Sunday night pay-per-view. But apparently WWE is bringing Starrcade back. They're making it basically a glorified house show on Saturday, and I think it's pointless. You want my opinion on it? I think it's fucking pointless. There's some concern with WWE of poor sales for Raw and SmackDown as far as tickets this week. Obviously, you guys all saw the pictures on Twitter. WWE hasn't sold out an arena on a Raw or a SmackDown in a very, very long time. The word going around is Shayna Baszler has officially signed a contract with WWE. So I think we all saw that coming. I don't see how they couldn't sign her with everything that's going on with 4 horsewomen and this and that. The Observer notes the original plan when Kevin Owens headbutted Vince McMahon and made him bleed was to have Stephanie McMahon go out and clean up the blood herself, but they changed their mind on that at the last minute. Kofi Kingston suffered a minor injury. We know that, but he's fine. Nothing substantial there from him. There will be a WWE 24 documentary on Bill Goldberg's return to WWE, according to the Observer. Another fucking piece of news that we obviously saw coming. Um, it seems like Becky Lynch and Charlotte have both been rumored as next feuds for Natalya over the SmackDown Women's Championship. This is news that I am reading that came out possibly before SmackDown aired, because obviously we know that. So let's get out of there and get into something a little bit more recent as far as news is concerned. WWE will be filming interviews backstage this week for a Bobby Heenan special on the network, according to The Observer. An Usos / New Day Hell in a Cell match will apparently be included, and it is there's a stipulation that there will be no rematch during this match. Clash of the Champions will be the only WWE pay-per-view excuse me, guys, WWE pay-per-view in December, and it will be a SmackDown show. Says here that Jinder Mahal is working through a shoulder injury, but it's not believed to be anything serious. Maurice may be used from time to time over the next few months, but will most likely be off Raw during her pregnancy. So I think that's pretty much all I've got as far as the news goes, guys. That's your Raw review. That's your SmackDown review. I'm trying to keep this in under 20 or 30 minutes, just for your easy digestion, I guess. It's easier for me to sit down and watch a 15 or 20 minute show than it is an hour and a half, 2 hour show. Be on the lookout tomorrow, guys, for your No Mercy preview and predictions. Obviously, Sunday the No Mercy review. Follow me on Twitter at Dale74021. Pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/Dale74021. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully tomorrow there'll be more news, something more substantial to talk about during the No Mercy preview and predictions. That's all I got for you guys right now. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And Joe Cronin, I'm still waiting, brother. Holler at me. See you guys soon.